What's up, you guys? I'm standing here in front of Thorsport Racing. We're in Sandusky, Ohio. We're getting ready to go hang out with Ben Rhodes. 2021 Truck Series NASCAR champion is right inside this door. So let's go in here, let's meet Ben, let's check it out. Come on.
Been waiting for you.
There he is.
Hey, Dan.
What's up, bro?
How are you?
Good.
So I know
How
what
are
you're thinking. Why am I in my race suit?
Why are you in your race suit?
Well, I was about to go hit the track. What do you think I was doing?
Look at that. They got it right here.
Cat's out of the bag.
Look at it.
Look at it. What do you think of it?
Little Danny looks good.
Yeah, I got the whole thing going here.
Got the fishing pole, got the fish.
Oh, yeah.
Got the Danos, got the bottles on there. Look at that.
Gonna look a lot better on the track, though.
He's trying to be as light as a breeze. The queen of art, finding more.
Well, so I would like to give you a tour. I mean, you came up all this way. I feel like a tour is worth your while, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Yeah.
So you want to follow me?
Yeah, for sure.
So Thorsport Racing, man, it's been in Sandusky, Ohio since its inception in the 1990s. But they've had a few different shops since then. And this is the race shop that we love the most. It's been rebuilt a few years ago, but over time we've just kind of made it our home. Changed what we wanted, added a few spots here and there. We grew it from 3 teams up to 4 now, even all the way up to 5, depending at the tracks that we go to. I'll have a 5th teammate some places. So a lot of trucks. So this is pretty much the bread and butter of the shop here. This is where we do general assembly, build the trucks out each week, and get them up on the pull-down rig and the setup plate. So this is kind of where the magic happens. They're already built. We just have to put them together.
Y'all build them from literally like scratch.
From scratch.
Like
yeah.
you start with pieces and put it together.
Tubing and sheet metal shows up at the shop, and they roll out.
Metal.
They roll out as a finished Toyota Tundra, ready to race.
And I was told that we can't go downstairs with our cameras to actually see the part where the sheet metal and the tubes are coming in. That's the part we can see all this, but we can't see the actual construction because there's so much that goes into it. Speed secrets.
Speed secrets. So here's the funny part, right? Is this is an elevator. We have a basement here at our shop. The basement, the bottom floor is where all the trucks are built. Chassis shop, body shop.
The bottom.
And this elevator here is how we get them from top to bottom. We also have a chassis dyno downstairs too. So when the trucks are just about ready to go to the racetrack, we'll take them downstairs one more time, put them on the chassis dyno, run them up to RPM, and we'll just get a reading. We want to see what the horsepower it puts out, but more than anything, we just want to know that when we show up to the track, everything is right. There's no vibrations, it's making the proper horsepower. There's just no issues. And that allows us to do that. So it's just another tool that we have here at Thorsport to help us build the trucks to our best of our ability.
Well, let's go around. Let's go to each one of these little rooms. Show us how like everything's put together.
So back here is the parts room. See, all these carts have just various different parts and pieces that come off these race trucks. They're put on the carts as just a way to kind of quickly organize it. Of course, this is the parts room. Say hi, Ed.
There he is.
Yeah, there's Ed. Big fan of Danos.
Big fan of Danos right there.
So whenever we need anything, Ed is our go-to guy. We go back here, we check out parts and pieces, put them on the trucks. I mean, any supplies that we need, whether it's rags or brake clean, anything, he's our guy. It's kind of like going to Kroger and buying some Danos.
Yeah.
Except, he's Kroger.
Right. Yeah.
And the brake clean is our Danos.
I like it.
So if you want to follow me this way, we'll go over to the hauler bay. So again, just general assembly setup.
So these are, I see 98.
Yep.
These are all 98s?
That's my teammate, Christian Eckes.
Okay, so there's 5 of them right there.
Yeah, and we'll share this area, right? So this is their kind of general assembly area. And then over here on these, they're called surface plates, setup plate. They're completely flat. They're level as can be. You roll up on them. It gives us a nice level surface to make sure everything's properly set up. Measurements, proper measurements are a really big deal in everything we do. Having a nice level surface is really how you accomplish that, right? So we have 3 here, we have 3 in the back and the other pod, which is my other 2 teammates. So this front pod, we have the 98 and the 99. In the back pod, we have the 88 and the 66 trucks. And then when we run a 5th truck, he'll be back there too.
Right.
So we get all this space to ourselves.
Right.
It's kind of nice to be on the 99 team. All our banners had a good history here at Thorsport. We're looking for our 2022 banner to be hung up still.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get one and
I hope so.
Was it 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
And where is it at? Lucas?
Yep, Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis.
Lucas Oil Raceway.
That's it.
So is that, I'm not really familiar with Indianapolis. I've been to the, I know where the NFL stadium is. Is it close to that?
Yeah, it's not too far. It's just out of town a little bit. I've never been there myself. I'm kind of, I mean, you know, we got about the same experience level going to this race.
Yeah.
I don't know how that makes you feel, but
Yeah. So what
It's
do
all
we got
good.
here?
yeah, so this is suspension room. So our suspension guys will build all the suspension components pieces. They'll scan them, check them out, put them on their suspension carts, and they'll take them over here and they'll put them on the trucks themselves. And it's really, I mean, it's a very organized place, and only a few people are back here. So, you know, that way there's accountability and organization. They check them out, they come out, they put them on the trucks, and it's really their hands that are involved, and not very many else.
So this part up here, it's not downstairs. So is this not as secretive as like what's going on downstairs?
I mean, it's pretty secretive, but you'd have to really get out here and start measuring things to know what we got going on. So,
Right.
yeah,
Because
it's hard for the camera to pick it up.
for the people that don't know, like, you know, the difference between a super speedway and like Bristol, like you're going at different speeds, different bankings,
Everything.
So everything, like all your
All different
wheels and
suspension
everything's going to be
components,
tweaked.
different trucks, different body builds. Yeah, a lot of different stuff. And that comes down to the crew chief, what they feel
Yeah.
like they need to make a fast truck. And I try to give them feedback if it's fast or not. I like to tell them, I said, you know, you're building this baby. This is your baby. You know, you're putting a lot of pride and energy into building this awesome setup. But it's my job to tell you if it's ugly and terrible.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just ugly and terrible. Other times they hit it right on,
Right.
you know. But my job is to complain and point out where we can get better.
Yeah.
It can be a fun job. I'm a critic.
Let's talk about the wind, because I know, you know, the wind, like, don't you all take your vehicles and put them in wind tunnels, and it's all about like the curvature of the.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. So our body panels, certain body panels are mandated by NASCAR. We get those shipped to us from Toyota, and you can't do anything with those. But the rest of the truck, where it's built with sheet metal, you can try to move it a little bit here and there within reason to still fit the templates for technical inspection before the race. And you try to work at the wind tunnel and figure out what is best for the truck itself. Now, we don't get to go to the wind tunnel like we used to, unfortunately. Maybe good or bad, it cuts back on cost. That's a new rule by NASCAR. But yeah, you go to the wind tunnel, you get all this data, and you take it back here, you go downstairs to the body shop, and you work on ways to improve the truck based off what you learned.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in a perfect world, you just put a big wing on the top of the truck and hold it wide open and unlimited grip, right? But we don't do that.
Right. So what we got over here?
Yeah, let's go back here. So this is the paint shop back here. Here's the paint shop. We also store graphics back here. A new truck comes out from downstairs. They'll prep it, put it in the paint booth, and it comes out looking like $1 million.
What's on it right now? Why does it look like that?
Yeah, why does it look like that, Alan? Acid wash.
Acid wash. So how long ago was that a piece of sheet metal?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah. And then it'll be a complete truck by the end of next week.
How about that?
Really?
Yep.
So is it about 3 weeks that like these trucks will go from like building the chassis and everything?
Chassis.
We'll start.
Yeah.
What's
Chassis.
it called?
Chassis? Body shop.
Chassis. Okay.
Yeah, chassis. So, yeah, we
I'm
can head
not
over.
a big vehicle person.
No, it's
myself.
fine.
I could never.
Yeah,
fix a
no, it's all
vehicle.
good. Check out the other pod.
Yeah.
We got the other pod over here. 66, 88 are based on this side of the shop. Lovely teammates of mine. Lovely.
Yeah.
That's also our wash bay. So
So
whenever
they're your teammates that you race against each other every week.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's tough. Knowing how to race your teammate properly but still be competitive. It's not easy to do.
Have you ever got into with one of your teammates, like they cost you the race or something, and it's like, but you're on the same team?
I plead the fifth.
It's happened.
It happens. And it's just part of racing. You know, there's
flat surfaces.
Yep, there they are. Then this is our wash bay. So when we get back from a race, the trucks are filthy. We'll push them in here, we'll wash them off, clean them off, blow all the dirt off, and just get them ready to come back to kind of the assembly area. Like this truck raced at Knoxville. This was a dirt track. So when it got back, they put it in the wash bay and cleaned out all the dirt and debris off of it. So, you know, it
So
doesn't.
that's a clean truck.
For the most part, as clean as it can be. You know, it got back from a dirt race that you wouldn't know, right? So they do everything they can to kind of keep the dirt contained in one area.
Huh.
Yep. And then the hauler bay, we missed that. The hauler bay, all the haulers actually just left from Mid-Ohio. So we saw them parading down the street. But a big old hauler bay, we can fit 3 in here at a time. The 4th one will trade out when it's their time to load.
Yeah.
Would you like to see that, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're only
Absolutely.
seeing half the shop right now. I'd love
Right,
to show you
'cause
the
everything's
basement.
downstairs,
All the
right?
cool stuff are downstairs. So trucks are all done. They're loaded up. They're ready to load up. We'll push them through this big door here. Just on the other side is the big hauler bay. It'll hold 3 semi-trailers in here that we'll load up with. Right now it's got the team bus. It's getting ready for Mid-Ohio. So all the haulers just left and be racing. You want to see the basement?
Yeah.
I can show you. I just can't show you.
Let's go look at it.
All
Let's
right.
go look at the basement. So what's this thing here?
So this is a pull down rig. So it's a huge setup tool. It helps us R&D stuff and really get your heights and travels right for the race weekend. So your team will load up the truck on here. They'll winch it up.
You put the tires on these?
Yep, those are scale pads. And as you can see, they got hydraulic rams on all sides. Also hydraulic rams that attach to the frame rails, and you'll pull the truck down. And you'll simulate what it's like to be on the racetrack. So you'll squash the truck down to be what it's supposed to be like on the racetrack. Squash the suspension. So it's a really, really good tool for us to have. It helps mock everything up before we get to the track and really understand what's going on and the dynamics of it. Each team will spend a few hours on here before each race.
These run a couple $1,000, I guess.
Yeah, about I think like $200 or like $100. You can pick them up at Kroger too. I think it's right next to the
they
Dano
got
seasoning.
the parts, replacement parts.
Yeah. You already see the rest of the shop, Dan?
Yep.
We only seen half so far.
This is where all
A little
the
bit
speed
more.
secrets are.
Yeah,
We're going
yeah,
to see
and-
the speed secrets.
Sorry guys, you can't follow along.